it's terrible. You know what I mean? It's so bad because you're always chasing gigs, chasing money. The money's so inconsistent. It's like you'll make $1,000, you'll make nothing for a year. You know what I mean? Like, and then like going on the road is lonely as shit. It's fucking like brutal stays. Like accommodation's brutal. Food and diet is brutal. Some of the audiences are like, how the fuck are you guys even humans? You know, and then doing the gigs that you don't want to do to make it, right? Like, I don't want to fucking host a kid's birthday. I don't want to do that. But if they're going to pay me $1,000 for an hour, I'm going to fucking do it. My name is Mark Anthony Synagoga. I am a stand-up comedian. Everyone thinks you're an idiot unless you've made it. So it's like, Kevin Hart's a genius. Russell Peters is a genius, right? I am a moron. But we do the same thing, and we have the same job, right? You always have to be chasing and like putting in the hustle to put yourself on a stage and to create your own opportunity, which is so time consuming and so bullshit. And then you have to put in the same amount of work on your material, and being creative is not like, for me anyways, I can't just, I'm gonna be creative right now. Like, it's either it's coming or it's not, you know? Like telling a joke, right? It's a story that happened to me, whatever. It's a very personal thing. So if I tell you a story that happened to me and you're automatically like, that's not funny, you suck, right? That's what it is. So which means like, you're not funny, you suck, that story sucks, that experience you had is worthless, your life sucks. Like, that's what happens in our heads.
I tell you about what's new in my life. I've been on a diet for 2 months now. Thank you, I appreciate it. Right? Try to make life changes, guys. It's good. I've lost about 60 days, so fuck that. It's just... No, it's not for me. It's not my thing. I only want to lose enough weight so I don't have to buy sitting shirts and standing shirts. That's my goal. Because this is a standing shirt, right? I look pretty swift in this shirt, right? Kind of, right? And then you're like, what the fuck is this shit?
The only fucking thing that keeps me into it is performing, right? When you perform, there's no other feeling like it, and you can... I don't know, each audience is sort of like your best friend that you've never met. I love the fact that it's like a new place, a new experience, a new audience. Like, even if I'm doing the same venue every night, it's not the same show, even if I'm doing the same material, because the audience is always new. Like, if I have the exact same 100 people in a room, take out one guy and add you, it's a totally different audience. Based on whether you had a good day or a bad day, right? Like, someone comes in all glum and moody and pissed off, you're like, man, why are you raining on the parade here? We're having a good time. You're bummed out because you got broken up with. Like, take this shit outside. Like, be happy for God's sakes, because we're all happy, right? Like, it does affect everybody. You can feel someone's, like, mood. Do I want people to walk away with something? Yes, and that's why it's been a problem in my head. I'll watch what I did on stage or listen to it, and I'm like, okay, I just did 25 minutes. And in that 25 minutes, I did 2 dick jokes, 2 fat jokes, a grandma joke about sex. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, no one's walking away with anything. They go, that guy was good. What's his name? Oh, the guy that talked about his fat and his grandma and, like, you know what I mean? Like, which is not what I want to be represented by, right? And this is why. Because I asked her for 10 grand. I was like, no, give me 10 grand. I'm going to move to LA. I'm going to make it. And she was just like, what are you going to make? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm going to go to LA. I'm going to make it. Give me 10 grand. She's like, what are you going to make with those fucking titties? And I'm like, burger flips my tits? I don't know if you ever had someone burger flip your tits. She's like, what are you going to make with those fucking titties? She's like, you're going to make a breast milk with those titties? Yeah, see? What a fucking bitch! Right? Who says that to their grandson? That's a bitch move. You're doing fart jokes. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, you're fucking doing fart jokes. Yeah. And that's been a problem mentally for me, because I'm like, I don't want to be the fart joke guy. I don't want to be the guy that just does accents and stories. But in the end, that's where I'm going. Right? I'd love to be George Carlin and make people go, oh, fuck. He's right, you know what I mean? So I am trying to dig deeper into my jokes. Like, I'm not chasing the laugh. Like, essentially, yes. Like, down to the bare bone, we do it for the laughs, essentially. But you also do it for yourself, right? Because you feel like this is the only thing you can do, right? Like, if I don't do this, what else am I going to do?
Yeah.
I have no idea. My first show was unreal. Like, that was the groundbreaker show. I don't even remember being on stage saying what I said, but I remember them calling my name and just blacking out, and then me being like, "Okay, good night," and like leaving, and like all I remember it was laughs throughout the whole thing, and I was like, never in my life have I done anything up until this point that was that good the first time. You know what I mean? Like, nothing I've done was like, okay, you know,
so
you're good at this and you have a potential, whatever, right? And I was just like, that was solid. I'm doing this. This is what I meant to do. I found it. We're good. And I'm just like, I'm going to be a stand-up. That's it. You know?
Awesome.
So, yeah.